Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth. The 144, chosen of the chosen few, and you know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am celestial earth in this divine energy essence of it all, reporting to you live from nowhere other than 5D. You hear my birds up in this 5D? A place to be with all this cosmic energy that we're cultivating, we're infusing, we're incorporating in our life, world, and affairs because the times are changing. The divine essence of it all is being exuded through us. So choose to infuse, please. As I usually do, take this time to bring to you the news to infuse, which is infusing on the light grid, as you so choose to. And if not, you know what's going to happen. You're going to be like, fried on the grid. You're going to clash with that light grid activation, and it'll be some disharmonizing, however you want to look at it. So choose, but make the choice. So with that said, let me speak to us about some light. Like, I'm in my light right now. The angles of light are coming through. I got my little disco light going on. I don't even know if you can see it, but I can feel it. Like the light is just like beaming all over me. And so with that, I wanted to say we're streaming, y'all. Like, that is one of the messages that came up through this workshop. And as I'm closing out, this was the last day, and I'm saying was because although it's the next day for all, I'm still on my crown chakra, still nighttime for me. So with that, the crown chakra day has not ended for me as I'm pushing time. But I say this because one of the lessons and messages that came up is that to remember that there are many streams, and as we're streaming the multidimensional cosmic design of our complex, this complex universe, this convoluted universe that we're in. So we're streaming is remembering that this is the multidimensional cosmic design of our complex universe. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. And so I want to touch base on that because I know that can sound complex in and of itself. The complexity of the universe, the complexity of our soul's design, our cosmic design, our intrinsic, all of it which is intrinsic. I call it the intrinsic design. That's my ID, intrinsic design. However, what was coming up is to look at, when I say we're streaming, is to know that we're all beams of light. We're all beams of light constantly streaming the many hues of light that is coming through. And light is energy and information. So let's understand that first. Let me kind of lay it down around before I really go into what these different streams are. And there are more streams than I'm going to mention. But in our choice, it is to remember that in our infinite existence and in our choice to come here and have our soul unfolding journey through this infinite existence that we are and our multidimensional soul self, there are so many streams of light that make this process happen. You know how people come and win an award and they're like, there's so many people I want to thank that made it happen. It's kind of like that in your soul. There are so many streams of light that I want to thank that made it happen. So many of my multidimensional selves, aspects of myself, my soul self, my higher self, that made this happen because I streamed this and I streamed this. So I connected to these many streams of information and light, and there are many, infinite, right? As many, as they say, as many as the sand, as many as the stars in the sky. If you could think about all these stars in the sky, think of there being like a stream of light coming from each star. right? And our sun being our major star, our solar system, so, and our server, so much light and information is coming through that. And so when I really want us to think about it information wise, the information that we need to have our soul experience. And so remembering that, as I've mentioned before, you might want to watch another video that I spoke about, this duality, this creative duality. As I've mentioned, when we understand this creative duality, we understand the challenges that we come here to have to transcend, to have to add to our soul unfolding journey that must needs be transcended in order to ascend holistically on our soul level and in a soul's capacity. So what we're here to do individually in the finite experience helps catapult us holistically in the bigger and on the bigger scale of it. But it's first understanding what these streams are. And I'm saying this now because as it came up in a meeting, it really helps to see how all of this is connected, right? Speaking of crown, this is total connectivity. And so when we choose to come here, we choose every stream that we can. And it's almost like, and I'm going to say this in a way where it can be really understood. It's kind of like when you're coming back in the waiting room of life and you choose to have like, okay, I need this experience. And keep in mind the karmic trauma that has been on traveling with the soul lifetime after lifetime that you maybe kept messing up or, can't get right in a certain specific, karmic activity, which is just karma is simply the opportunity, giving you the opportunity and the grace to extract what you need to extract out of you and gain what you need. In order to gain, you have to extract. In order to gain, you have to lose something. You gotta lose some weight to gain some weight, kind of like that, if that makes sense, right? So you gotta lose some stuff in order to gain what you want in spirit. So lose some spiritual dysfunction in order to gain your spiritual functions in life, right? So anyway, it's like waiting in the waiting room. I digress. Let me bring it back. It's like being in this waiting room. Soul is ready to come back in. Spirit is ready to come back in. And of course, you need a soul. You need to access some kind of soul, which is your individual person. Your person, S-O-N, son, the only begotten son. You are the person. So you are to have your personality. That's your driver. The soul is going to be driving you through this body that you need, through this vehicle that you need to get through this experience. So what does the body need to have? And you need the challenges in the body for your soul to be able to work through it, to transcend what you need, to elevate and evolve, right? Ultimately for your soul. So why am I saying all of this? What is it? What are these streams, right? What are we streaming? And we're constantly streaming these codes and these lights and information on a regular basis. So keep in mind, overall, there's the karmic stuff we got to get rid of. So it's almost like we know, okay, I've been doing this same thing over and over again, and I need to choose what's going to work for me. And you get to choose if you want it to be easy, difficult, or, medium, right? And so those of us who have these difficult life challenges, it's because we chose to get a chunk of that karmic soot off of our soul, that we was like, man, if I get this done in this experience, then I'm going to remove a chunk off of it. So I choose to have this experience, and then we get here in our flesh and we forget and we get thrown off and all of that. But some of us still hold on to a piece of the remembering through the forgetfulness. It all depends on the soul. So we choose this, easy. It's like first thing, easy, hard, difficult. How you want it? How do you want it? It's like that. That's what the selection is saying. How you want it? And then you now choose to make it more, what's the word? Detail. Here comes the details of it. And so you choose your streams. And there's these many streams of how it's going to play out, to give you all the opportunities you need to overcome what it is you need to overcome, or to gain what your soul needs to gain, right? Because in spirit, you don't need to overcome. The overcoming is done here in the flesh, right? It's something that you need to gain in spirit that the soul is still, walking with, right? So it's kind of like the soul's imprint. That's the best way I could say it. And so you choose a stream. Now here goes the streams. There's the stream. Your natal chart is a stream. Your past lives are a stream. Your ancestral, your lineage, right? So the very family you choose, that's a stream. You choose that family that's going to give you all these DNA codes for both the good and the bad. You know, I need these qualities, and that's streamed through this particular bloodline and this particular, you know, because you got mother, father, so you're getting something from both of them, right? And you need also something that's going to bring the challenges. You may need a challenge of a father that abandons you, or a mother that abandoned, whatever it is you need. Like, I need that, I need this, I need to come through this bloodline where this may happen, and these challenges are going to kick into gear, you know, kind of jump. We're looking for that jump start to do what we need to do. But usually what happens is we come here, and when things happen in childhood, we don't remember that jump start that we came with. It's like, oh, here's my jump start. And it's like, no, we get traumatized, right? When it happens, something happens as a child, and we get a wound, and through these wounds we fall back into the sea of forgetfulness. So it's that what was supposed to be a jolt, sometimes it's like that trauma that makes us revolt, right? What was supposed to be a jolt made you revolt, and now your spirit is, you know, spinning this, your soul and your ego is spinning this narrative in the sea of forgetfulness. But it's meant, it didn't happen to hurt you, it happened to help you, right? So that thing in your lineage is here for you to have it, to have the experience you need. Your natal chart, this was where this came from, because I was explaining our natal chart. Your natal chart, your cosmic influence, is every bit a bit of a part. You chose to have that planet in this particular thing that's going to line up at this particular, like, everything we have set in motion. We came here knowing that at this particular time right now is going to be the exchange into 5D, into the age of the Aquarian, and that these outer planets are going to be where they are in this particular lifetime. Because especially with the outer planets, because like I said, with like Neptune being where it is, we're not going to see that again in this lifetime. So for us to catch it right now, and like I said, it's all part of the complexity, our complex universe within. When I say that universe, it's within you, right? Your universal complex compound. You chose every bit of it, knowing that in this lifetime, I'm going to catch that wave of when the light codes are hitting through Neptune in Pisces, closing out a complete cycle. That's going to be something big. That's a major cosmic shift that's going to help me close out the illusions that I may have picked up in this lifetime, as well as the illusions that have come from the previous stuff that has been plaguing me from multiple lifetimes. It's going to help me clear that conclusion. It's going to be like clear, along with Pluto being where it is. That is like, we have 3 major outer planets. So it's that to the T. It's going to be done in a way where the revelation's going to be hitting, breaking the illusions, in order to have this revolutionary change at the same damn time. And the main hitter, the major one that we're not going to see in this lifetime, is those illusions. I mean Pluto too, because Pluto is a more outer planet, and we really don't see Pluto in certain signs in our lifetime. So we chose to have it light up in certain aspects of our lifetime, because Pluto is like a generational, you know, planet for the generations. So you more likely will probably experience maybe 4 house Pluto moving through 4, maybe 5 houses in your lifetime. So certain things you won't get that when it lights up in another house, right? So it's that technical, if you understand what I'm saying. Understand, overstand, and understand. And so it is with even Uranus. There's certain ones that, I mean, for it to go through all 12 houses, we're not going to see that in our lifetime. It's not like Mercury. Like, Mercury is a fast moving planet. We'll see Mercury go around and around and around. But even with the faster moving planets, with the cosmos design, even with them, they're lined up a certain way to come around again and again and to be exactly here with these streams of light at this particular time. This is the divine order. When I say the universe is so orderly, and when you look at it in that way, when you respect, when you look at it in that way, you re-look, which means you respect, and you respect the divine order and the structure and the orchestrating structure of divine order. Divine principalities that orchestrate your life, world, and affairs that you chose. You chose because you understood, because in the spiritual realm, you understand these principalities. You understand, overstand, like you already know. You know what's going to be the streams that you need, the streams of light that you need to support the challenges that you need, to give you the right challenge. Right? So you ain't running from nothing. You come here running into stuff. Like, I need that challenge. And when we look at it like that, and this is crown chakra activity, when you look at it like that, you have true connectivity as you reconnect to your soul star above you, to remember your life's purpose that you came here to have on earth. You remember your heaven on earth experience, right? To develop, right? And it motivates your will, because your will is the order of time. Your will and understanding, which is the moon. You know, the moon is understanding, the sun is will. So the heart chakra, which represents both the will and understanding. That's why you need the heart, total connectivity. You need the heart, which is the unifying agent to bring you into total connectivity. And the crystal for this is a fluorite. A fluorite is for the heart, all the upper chakras, for the heart and going up. So if you're looking for that connection, is that Charlie? That's my little squirrel friend, right? So that is what will connect you, like the unifying, to give you your understanding, to bring you into your insight, to give you the intuition so that you rise in your wisdom, reminding you of your streams of light. So everything, and that's why I said we're streaming. Because when you really understand this, you know that you're constantly, on a daily basis, every little step you make and take, you are streaming. Like, just like the internet, when they say, what's streaming right now? That's why we got to pay attention to some of the words we use and say. We're streaming right now. We've been streaming. The earth and the 2D consciousness, the plants and all, they laughing at us right now like, you've been streaming. We've been streaming these light codes before you even got here on this planet. At a 2D consciousness level, we've been streaming. And then you've come here as 3D consciousness in the complexity of this universe and continue to stream. Your very existence is a life stream, is a live stream in life's stream. So you're streaming these light codes all the time. What is your stream? And I've just mentioned a few, and there are more streams. We're constantly streaming. So everything that happened, it's a part of the stream. It's layers and levels to this ish in your soul's design. So think about that. I shared that so that you can think about that, and whatever it is that you may be going through with these outer planets, with this super moon lunar eclipse that was packing moon on 10 with the energies that we need, while we're in this window of Pluto in Capricorn that's really taking us back. Retrograde is really pulling you back to look at what needs to be taken down. Respect your streams of light. Remember that you are streaming, and this is a part of your streaming activity. It is a part of your multi-dimensional cosmic design of your complex universe. You being the you in the universe that you are here to be. Be evolve. Be evolve and be a part of your evolution. Have a practical application and be practical in this movement, this forward movement through your soul, through the multidimensional levels within your soul that is constantly streaming. We're streaming, baby. This is live stream. Bump what you heard. This is live stream. So think about that. You chose that. Whatever it is, in your lineage, all these, when we talk about, oh, I'm breaking generational curses, yes, that is a part of it, but on a deeper level, you're streaming some codes. There's some information that is coming through that lineage, and you're streaming that. And there's something in your natal chart, every bit of it. And we are here. Please remember this too, that we evolve, we ascend through our natal charts. We ascend through our astrology signs. There is an ascension. So when you hear things that's speaking on the shadow aspects of your sign, again, remember, you came here to have that challenge. You chose those specific coordinates to have the challenge that comes with those coordinates, so you can transcend it and have the evolved aspects of those coordinates. So don't just look at one side. It's all here for you. It's all for you. Right? So get involved. Be an active participant in your live streaming in life, because we streaming, y'all. We streaming. And while we streaming, we screaming. Some of us are streaming and screaming. I get it. Like I'm on a roller coaster ride. Whiplash, whiplash, whiplash. But it's an exciting time. We're here to turn over in our soul, to really finally turn that leaf. We've been cranking and cranking, and now it's like it's time to turn the key and let the engine turn over. Press gas. Let the engine roar. And be what you came here to be in this body. Respect your whole threefold being, the whole trinity of divinity in your soul as it is unfolding. We are unraveling right now, but that's a good thing. Even if it feels ugly, you're unraveling for the unfolding. We got to unravel to unfold for your soul's manifold, right? In order to be a part of the manifold of time in your soul's design. I'm saying it's a spiritual incline. Let's go. Let's get that soul light. Let's be on that live stream of life. And don't let nothing hold you back. Right? It is the cosmic complexion of life. And I feel like I might need to do a video on that, because it gives you the many hues that you came here to be. Nothing is one way. Nothing is one dimensional. So get involved in your fifth dimensional light. Get this fifth density light that's coming in, because it's allowing you to see more of your streaming. That's why we can see technology streaming right now. It's not it's us. We're evolving to the level of streaming, to the point that we're manifesting streaming in the way that you see it, through technology. But remember, you are the technology. We ourselves are the technology in this universe, in this time. Remember, your soul's technology is the first one. That's how they were able to build the pyramids, because they remembered that they are the temples. And because they understood the mechanics of their temples, then they could build a temple. And so it is. When you understand all of the mechanics in your soul, when you understand your divinity, then you can manifest that. So we understand that we're streaming. We might not have said it like the way I said it now, but somewhere in our evolution in time, we are picking up on our streaming information in life. And therefore, here comes technology that manifests streaming. It has to come through spirit first. So don't think it's just because we got computers. Remember, you're the first computer. We're the first computers in life. And our motherboard is Mama Universe. And our server is the sun. You just got served. So be the observer of your server and serve life what you deserve. I know that came out where I don't care how it sounds, but we are the ones that are the observers of the server. So in that we transmit. So be here and be a part of your process and your progress in this streaming, live streaming part of your complex life, and be able to transmute. Now that you know this, don't run away from it. Don't let false evidence appearing real back you down, those mind states of lack. Transcend that. And in order to do that, you have to transmute that. So transmute to transcend so you can transmit. Be transmitters of the light. That's what we are. And we can't be clear transmitters when we got all that resistance up in us. So we have to remove the resistance, clear the resistance out of our wires so that our light can fire and transmit what we need to inspire. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, welcome to the world of mystical magic, of cosmic design. I don't really believe in magic, but I'm just saying it. Mystical magic and the cosmic design of our souls incline. With that said, I love you all. If you made it this far, before I even get off, if you made it this far, please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment if you dare. Please tell me how you feel about this streaming. Like, do you feel that you're streaming? Do you feel all those streams of light coming in? Do you see? Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Right? Can you see what it is for you? Like, I'm kind of, not kind of, I want to hear what your take is on it. So those of you who usually comment, like, tell me what you feel. Like, do you feel you turning over through this streaming? And is it understandable for you? Was I able to bring something where you're like, okay, I get it? Because I felt like that helped with the understanding. It was like, oh, we streaming, y'all. So let me know your take on it. How is it streaming for you? And does it resonate? With that said, remember, if you don't know what to say, just leave some emojis, right? Some star emojis, whatever it is that resonates with you in this truth. And the 5D calendar. Remember to get your 5D calendar near you. Step right up. And when you find your expanded 5D consciousness, then you will find me there. And the blessing's gonna find me here. Right here. In the description below is the information. If not this one, the video before it, as I always mention. But you'll find me there. Get it at a 5D corner near you in that description. And with that said, reminding those three people, Rhonda Calvin, I Am, and Stacy Holder, to still look out and send the email, send the information so you can get your calendar. And welcome to 5D. As the calendar says, it is a return in time. Do you remember the time? It's a tool to help you in your as you're going through your soul journey. It's not just a calendar that gives you the date. It is a tool to help you in opening your gifts, finding your divination, finding your portals, getting off of man's timeline and finding a true divine timeline for yourself, right? It's just the opening doorway. You don't got to stick to that calendar. There may be a calendar in you, right? So with that said, I invite you into all of that to be true to you. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light.